this ain't no game to me. Yeah, ain't got time to be explaining me. Yeah, I'ma just take over the game, baby. Yeah, let me show you how to be a star. Let me show you how to go far, far. Let me show you how to shine bright. Let me show you how to shine bright. Let me show you how to be a star. Let me show you how to go far, far. Let me show you how to shine bright. Let me show you how to shine bright.
You gotta choose. You like the top or you just like to lose. Make a move. Pin at the bottom, I got the proof. You gotta choose. You like the top or you just like to lose. Make a move. Pin at the bottom, I got the proof. You gotta choose. Yeah, I jump out the booth. Then I might hop through the roof. Count on the rings. My team is the truth, but they some liars to you. And they never sing, but they always shoot. And all of their diamonds are new. And that's why I'm here with feeling, cause I really get it. And I need all my honeys in blue. You gotta choose. You like the top or you just like to lose. Make a move. Pin at the bottom, I got the proof.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to historic Baltimore, Maryland and M&T Bank Stadium. Today, it's a Week 9 matchup set to go here between the New England Patriots and the Baltimore Ravens. The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final 2 bring us as we're off in Week 9? And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Here we go, here we go.
They'll start. And right away, he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Ravens.
To put it mildly, that is not the way anyone wants to start off the game. You fumble on your first offensive snap. But now what you're worried about is, does that linger throughout the game for your guys on offense? And how's the defense going to handle it? Because no one expects to run out on the field on the first play and have to all of a sudden...
They'll take it into the end zone for the Ravens touchdown. J.K. Dobbins, his 3rd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Ravens use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. And he will get in to make it 8-0. Only had a couple of yards to gain there on the 2-point conversion, and they were able to do it.
And how many teams shy away from running the football in a 2-point conversion? They treat 2 yards as if it were 20. If you're a good team running the ball, go to your strength. Go ahead and push it into the end zone.
Yeah, they did. It worked. The Pats at the line, ready to go. Well, they come into this one with an 0-8 record. The playoffs obviously out the window weeks ago. For now, their season boils down really to one question. How do we come up with that first win?
It's a great question, and I do think that they'll get it because they've been close a few times. But in order to get it done, morale has to stay high, so a lot of that goes on the coaching staff. Yeah, easy to coach when you're 7-1. That's a piece of cake. But with their record right now, how do they manage to keep these guys going in the right direction? And they're going to need some help from some of those veterans in the locker room as well.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. 22 yards there, a first down.
Well, he was a busy man out of the backfield a week ago. They got the ball early and often. I have no doubt in my mind that he'll be a big part of the game plan here as well.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33.
Defensively, they came into the game with the understanding they're going to have to slow him down on passes just like this because he was over 100 yards receiving a week ago. And you know they want to get him involved here as well.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. You know, Charles, for this defense, look, it's no secret. You're facing a team that is really, really struggling. They haven't won in what seems like forever, but sometimes a desperate team can be a dangerous team, right?
You're exactly right about that, but they shouldn't be. When they're on that type of a losing streak, it's incumbent upon you to take charge of this game early and not give them any reason to hope. Get out and attack them and make sure you knock them back on their butts.
The Ravens bring out an extra defensive back here on third. Garoppolo. And going right back to Pittman. And he'll be marked out right at the 20-yard line.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. At that time, they pick up a first down. So now on defense, you assign a man to him and try and cover.
And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. A great play there. His 11th touchdown of the year. And the Patriots are back within a couple of the lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and this is now a one-point game. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. 1-7, their record here at the midway point of the season. And right now, this organization, more than likely, if you look at it, CD, probably in for a rough second half of the season.
Well, we've seen teams turn things around in other places. I mean, we've seen 1-7 first halves turn into 5-3 second halves. But in this squad, I think these guys aren't playing to get into the playoffs. They're playing for their jobs. So's the coaching staff. They're coaching for theirs. Front office trying to keep theirs. The heat is on from all directions. And what's interesting is a lot of these guys are playing for jobs and trying to keep their positions. It might be just in the league in some other spot.
Jackson on first down. He'll swing this out to Dobbins. They'll give him 4 yards there, and it'll be second down. The Ravens had 1-7 now in the year. And they come into this one knowing it's been a while since they've had a W. They have dropped 4 in a row.
Let me tell you, when you go a month, partner, in this league, without a victory, it gets tough to come to work every day. And in addition, you start to wonder about your job security as well.
He's settling in nicely here in the first quarter running the football. Remember, he already has the touchdown run.
And you can feel the vibe, can't you? He's in unison with his offensive front. They are in concert together. So if you're flipping over to the other side of the line of scrimmage, they've got to be more physical and handle some of these gaps that have been created.
The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And that will bring up second down.
Was that a receiver? Yeah, actually it was. It was a running back who was a receiver on the play. Ikey's been spending time in the receiver drills getting his feet down.
Well, those guys out of the backfield, they got to be good, agile with their feet. He showed the agility there with a toe tap.
No doubt about it. It's like he going to ballet school. Got the toes down and stayed in bounds.
From the red zone now, here's Jackson on first down. And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. Jamison Crowder, his first touchdown on the year, as his guys are able to extend their lead. Well executed there offensively. Defense looked a little confused, but he found his receiver, and that one good for 6 points.
And the payoff we just saw there tells us how many times they ran this play in practice over the past few weeks, because they executed that flawlessly right here on game day when the situation arose.
And he will get into the end zone, and it's now a 2-score game as the lead moves to 9. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Pats at the line, ready to go. In the midst of, well, let's just say a not-so-rosy losing streak. They've got the open week, though, coming up next weekend, so you have to figure this to be a game that they dearly love to have.
Oh, indeed. They have to have this one, because that's something positive to take with you when you go away for a few days, and it actually releases your mind. If they lose this one, That mind stays cluttered the entire time.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. It's Chuck Clark picking it off. He had his eyes on the end zone. He got close. At least he set the offense up nicely, but he's probably mad he didn't take that one to pay dirt.
I agree with you, and you know he's going to get teased because he didn't get it all the way into the end zone. But if they don't score now, if they don't get a touchdown, he won't just get teased. They'll be glaring at him. How'd you not score?
Second down and goal. Jackson. And he will not get away. He's sacked back around the 3-yard line. It'll go as a sack for a loss of a yard, and now it'll be third and goal.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes. And they're just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they're going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back.
Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is third and goal. Dobbins.
How did I miss that? Come on, bro. I was fucking right there.
Justin Tucker for the extra point. And that will make this a 16-point lead. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And they have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are, but let's face it, partner. They can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They've got to take care of business first.
Right back to him on first down. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
On 2nd and 11 now. Garoppolo. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
Throwing is Garoppolo on third down. And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to it. Top 3 always show up the pass rush skills.
They have 2 touchdowns. That drive kill with a sack there to add to their good play. This offense coming away with no points now when some kind of score was desperately needed.
And the punter Bailey on now as he sends this one away. And that one will skip out of bounds as the linesman will mark this thing right at the 15-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Right now, everything they touch turns to gold. This is their 4th possession. Touchdowns on their first 3 possessions. I mean, this defense, they can't seem to stop them. It's like they're on skates.
Great analogy, Brandon, because they are pushing them back and winning everything at the line of scrimmage. They've just been laying down tracks towards the opposite end zone. So, to themselves, all they're saying is, if we don't make a mistake, there's no way they can stop us.
That's for Bateman, and it's intercepted. It's Kyler Duggar who picks it. And the Pats are going to take possession of the football. They're trying to resurrect his confidence. Last week was a disaster. 5 interceptions in that loss, and another pick there.
I played with a quarterback like this before, and he had a tough game, and the head coach said, I'll take it.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown of the game, giving him 12 on the season. And the Patriots are able to cut into that deficit. Oh, and it's no good. He tugged it wide left, and that will keep our score right where it is. Bailey kick it away after the touchdown. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going.
As the offense comes out here, Charles, maybe perhaps a bit more of a focus on the run game for this drive after tossing an interception on the previous one?
I think that's a good way to look at it and a good way to think about it, but maybe they get to it in a little bit different way, because after you throw an interception, you want to make sure you keep your quarterback's confidence high. So maybe give him a couple easy throws that he can complete and then get to the running game and try and get things settled down.
Yeah, it's still in the first half here. A long way to go.
What deal in there? What deal you want?
Off the play fake to Dobbins. Here's Jackson.
He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. It's a pickup on the 11.
There's the deal.
That's definitely what we call a defensive line play. And what you mean by that is against Lamar Jackson, when you see him out of the pocket, your first thought is, he's going to try and run it. How do I get to him and get him on the ground? And guess what? That didn't happen, and his receivers took advantage.
He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's second down.
I think the defense surprised him there with that blitz on first down, but give him credit. Stayed cool under pressure and still found a way through the extra rushers for positive yardage. Well done.
And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down.
Lawrence Guy able to get in there and drop him for a loss.
On third down, Jackson. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
That might be the third down stop that they needed, because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
On fourth down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. This will be fielded at the 17.
Why is not even
39-yard punt, 8 on the return, and the Patriots take over. The Pats at the line, ready to go.
Well, partner, fast forward with me for a second. Remember, next week they have the open week, so they're going to get some extended rest. Does that change how they manage the rest of this one?
I think it does a little bit, but not by too much, because you're right. You get the extra rest, you get a chance to heal up and kind of, do a little bit of a reset for this team. But it's also 7 extra days to think back to the last time you were on the field. So now, a little more importance on what they're getting done, because they carry it with them for essentially 2 weeks.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. And the
press the wrong button.
Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts. That's their second, so 1 remaining here in this second quarter. We'll be right back. Now on fourth down, on is the punt team sending this one away. .154 left on the clock here in quarter number 2. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
No points last time out. They were forced to punt, if you remember, but no time to dwell on that. They've still got the lead here and a chance to add to that here. 1st and 10 as this new drive starts. On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins.
And he's going to take it down to about the 35 here. The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. They go play action with Jackson. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Casey Hayward.
And the Patriots are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line.
So after the INT, it's Garoppolo.
Got a man open. It's Tyler Higbee. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. Now flags come in. Looked like one of the Patriots might have moved. A full start backs him up 5. 1st and 15. Now Garoppolo. Looks for Clark.
Come on, bro.
It's Chuck Clark picking it off. And the Ravens will have the football as this is taken up past the 30.
When a team's turned it over 3 times in the first half, we just look at the offense and say, guys, what are you doing? But instead, we really should be looking at the defense. They've created the takeaways. 2 interceptions, 1 caused fumble. They played awfully well swarming to the ball here in the first half.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Ravens going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. Throwing on 2nd and long. Jackson flushed out right. He's going to let this go deep, back over the middle. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Early on, the running game's been working well, and the offensive line has been pleased by that. The thought process there, catch those safeties creeping up, trying to help against the running game. They tried to hit them over the top, unsuccessfully.
He's going to find his tight end, Boyle. So we're at halftime here in the Inner Harbor with the hometown Ravens on top. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. The Ravens ready to receive it, and they've got the lead as well as we resume play in the 2nd half. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And despite the turnovers, Charles, and they had multiple in that first half, they still have the lead as they begin this 3rd quarter.
And they probably heard some conflicting tones at the half, don't you think? A lot of praise for what they did to get this lead, but also a little bit of scolding because they got to take better care of the football in the 2nd half. But you and I both know the great leaders, they know how to give that little bit of vinegar in there and cover it with a big dose of honey.
On 2nd and inches, Jackson forced out to his left. Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs, able to improvise and get the first.
And Brandon, this is the time of the game when Jackson can really take over. He's got the defense's legs a little bit tired. He's got them on the run.
Yeah, this defense looks gassed, and you're exactly right. 2nd half with the lead, this is when Lamar Jackson seems to thrive.
Oh, he got picked off Marcus Jones. He got picked that off.
Incomplete. It's been a struggle for him accruing yards in this game passing the football. So there he said, hey, I'm going to try to chuck it deep, but another incompletion.
Has to be a little bit frustrating because of what you just described. It's been a struggle for him here in the 2nd half, hoping for one big shot to get him out of the doldrums.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well. He did an okay job of absorbing the hit, just couldn't secure the football through the catch.
And he was right there on the spot and forced the incompletion. That's something defenders work on all the time. If you're there, make the con.
Oh, for the 3rd time, Jackson going to be intercepted. Picked off by Casey Hayward. And the Pats are going to take over once again at their own 37-yard line. That is just what this defense was hoping for, an interception on the opening possession of this 3rd quarter.
Obviously didn't want to surrender a touchdown and fall even farther behind. And we've gotten to know this team a little bit, haven't we? Couldn't you just see their defensive
Bruh, how the
offensive
fuck
guys
is
telling the
that
quarterback,
fucking getting that
we
run
got you to
running
start
back?
things off. You take it from there.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Now Garoppolo on the bootleg. Got a man. It's Tyquan Thornton. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
On first down, Pittman. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. I don't know what this says about me, but I love successful runs up the middle when the blocking is so well executed like that.
And it doesn't matter whether it's zone blocking, whether it's a power scheme. When you have a blocker on a defender, and then the running back can read it, find the proper hole, and just go, sometimes a thing of beauty.
On play action, it's Garoppolo. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Tyus Bowser blew that play up.
The passing game's been struggling a bit today. That was the last example. Haven't been getting much yardage out of it. And now on his back after the last play, he faces 3rd and long.
And pressure.
I just need some time.
More than one defender there. That's a loss of 5 on the side.
Oh my God.
And this one is no good. He missed it. And they will not cut into that tip.
You're very welcome.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
Going down the middle, and it's complete.
How did that not picked off?
Down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. A good pickup there, 26 yards. To throw is Walker.
That's a fucking fumble. That's fucking Lamar. That's a PJ Walker. Still there.
Just a second early, and they might have had it because they certainly thought they were going to close in and drop him behind the line of scrimmage, but he had just enough time to dodge the pressure, and he ends up getting yardage before being stopped.
Oh, rookie, you gotta pick that off. Good shit, man.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
And they'll try to pound it in with Ricard. And he will take it in for a Ravens touchdown. Patrick Ricard punching it in from a yard away. And his guys now an extra point away from taking a 3-score lead. Oh, and now they're going to fake it. And he gets
Come
it.
on, bro.
Well, no one was expecting a fake there, but they add 2 more onto their lead. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. The Pats at the line, ready to go. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
They follow up the first down 1-yard run with a minimal gain of 2.
Sometimes your philosophies get challenged at times you don't want them to. They did try to stick to the running game on the first 2 plays. Didn't amount to much.
And now facing a 3rd and long at the outset of this drive. And here comes throw number 1 for the backup QB. And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
The coverage they saw break out, bring down. Time defense. Blanket in the field with extra defensive action speed. Unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
4th down. Here's Zampi. And he fires one that's intercepted.
That boy passing every fucking pass.
And the Ravens are
God damn, fucking pass, man.
Still down quite a bit here, several scores, but yeah, that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And look, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense.
And he is going to be taken down. And that should be the final play of this 3rd quarter.
3
quarters have come and gone. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Now Walker. And that'll be complete to Dobbins. And he's going to be brought down at about the 16. The Ravens on 3rd down. 2 for 5 to this point. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. And he's got the 1st down as he gets it to the 8. Here's Walker. And they're going to get to him. A sack. Sack back at the 9-yard line. Christian Barmore getting in there to drop him.
This is a little hard for me to compute because I'm watching sack after sack happen, but somehow they're still behind in the game. I would expect all of this defensive pressure to translate to them taking a lead, and thus far, it hasn't happened. Time's winding down. They don't want to waste this type of performance.
And in for the Ravens touchdown.
So I can't jump that route? Get the fuck out of here, man.
A 9-yard touchdown ground. And the Ravens look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. Trying to bust out of that losing funk, and these fans have to like this. And all right, fellas, this is more like it.
And I know that if this holds up after the game, they're going to give the fans a lot of credit being at home, getting the support. But you and I both know it goes deeper than that. They had to get it together in their own facility, look each other in the eye and say, okay, what's it going to take to break this losing streak? And they really came together with a good week of practice.
Fielded right around the 8. And he takes this
I finally fucking spin. Fuck out of here,
man. 26. The Pats at the line, ready to go. To be frank, you really have to feel for it. I mean, this is appearing to not be their week yet again. So another loss in the cards as they try. And this is good.
No, fucking get the fuck out of here, bro.
Picking it off. Yes, folks, that is his 3rd interception, and I'm going to use one of the most overused phrases.
This game is so fucking fast.
I love the way that you called for the shot there. That's perfect.
How you gonna give me that animation to get the ball and give him the pick?
Being a safety often allows you freedom to roam around the defense, maybe not a specific assignment. Today, his assignment, find the football, and he's done so quite well.
And they go play action. Here's Walker. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down. The CD, they're up big, but they're still passing it. I mean, this is an offense that's had a lot of success in this game, and it seems like they're just having fun out there.
And it does feel like there's been a shift out there, doesn't it, partner? Listen, if you're up, you can continue to do what you want to do. It's up to the other team to make you change how you do things. They'll continue to throw it around until stopped.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Jackson. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after their last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on 3rd down to get their momentum going again.
They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. Jackson now. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. Well, they're up comfortably here, Charles, but that lead certainly not dissuading them from pressing the envelope late. I mean, if anything, with these passes, it's like they're getting more aggressive to try to drive the ball downfield.
And that will certainly lend itself to some post-game questions for that coach, and maybe you and I should attend that press conference and see what he has to say, because someone's going to ask him why he continued to push it. My guess, He didn't like how some of the snaps were run earlier, and he wanted to use that as a chance to clean things up. But he certainly will have some explaining to do.
Now they go for it on fourth, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. John Harbaugh not afraid to go for it this time. Doesn't work out. And the Patriots defense is going to take over on down. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete.
Blocky fat fuck.
Yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. Throwing again on second down. Zappi. This one swung outside to Strong. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Zappi from the gun on third down. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. A big play there. 53 yards. And the Patriots are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. Well, Charles, he's still a young signal caller in this league, second year in the NFL. I don't know if last year as a rookie, if he would have worked through his progressions like he did on that touchdown pass.
I think you're right about that. We're seeing him grow up right in front of our eyes because when he went to his primary read, he recognized that they were all over that. So he continued to survey the field, picked up another target, delivered a pass exactly where it needed to be. A very mature play for the second-year quarterback.
And this one recovered by the hands team for the Ravens. The fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Marcus Jones picks it, and the Patriots are going to take over here at their own 22-yard line. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And just looking ahead, it would appear that that bye week is coming at the right time. They'll have 2 weeks to chew on this one. They'll probably not one that they want to chew on. A poor performance from start to finish. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. First down yardage on the first play of the drive. Give him 14. First and 10, Zappi. And going right back to Pittman. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Zappi now on first and 10.
Wrong fucking button.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line. Third down, Pittman, and he is going to lose yardage here. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Patriots with a football as we get you reset. They come up on a 4th down situation with things not looking particularly rosy. Fourth down now, here's Zappi. And they hit him as he throws.
God, dude, get the fucking ball out.
Incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And this defense will take over right at midfield. That one looks like he'll throw here. Rush coming, and he's taken down. It'll be a loss of 10. And it'll bring up second. I don't know what else can be said about this pass rush. They have been sensational. CD, that is now 6
putting
sacks
fucking
for
PJ
them.
Walker. Get the fuck out of here, nigga. They put Lamar back in this fucking game.
Everyone on offense not doing their job. But let's be honest about this one. This is the offensive line unable to counter the pass rush. They've been teeing off all game long.
And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. They'll get 34 yards there. Jackson from the shotgun. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Casey Hayward. And the Pats are going to have the football here at their own 18-yard line. Gosh, you add up last week and this week now. That's 9 interceptions in this two-game stretch, and we're not done here.
It's almost as if they can't even believe their eyes. Or maybe, partner, is the confidence level in him so high that they believe he'll get out of it and make plays for them to win a game.
Well, they've said they believe in him. That's being tested right here. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards. Zappy to throw on first down.
Ain't no fucking way, bro.
The third time thus far. Picked up by Marcus Williams.
Ain't no fucking way he did a fucking 3-6 and get a pick. Oh man, this game is so fucking ass, bro.
Second season, he has to start ironing out some of these mistakes though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him, let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
Got a man, it's caught for a Ravens touchdown. Isaiah
Mom really fucking sorry.
in the red zone with his second touchdown of the game. And the Ravens are able to strike quickly to add on to their... Oh, and now they're going to fake it.
Mom really fucking sorry.
A little bit here, trying to make sense of what I just saw. Number one, huge lead. Just kick the extra point and be done with it. Number two, if you are going to go for two, just line up and go for it from the 2-yard line. Why make it so difficult? That's a long way to go to try and pick up some points.
It's a squib kick fielded just inside the 20. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And he is going to lose yards.
I can't break that tackle.
Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Looking to throw again on second down. Zappy. And his pass is intercepted.
Ball out,
Time today. It's Chuck Clark picking it off. And the Ravens are going to take possession of the football.
Chucking ball out.
Are you kidding me? 4 interceptions? I mean, that's a good season for a lot of defensive backs.
A lot of reason to get voted into the Pro Bowl. When you have 4 in one game, that means talk about a campaign slogan, right? I got 4. Send me to the Pro Bowl, guys. What a game we've experienced watching this one.
Looking left side, and it's complete. And he's brought down after a very nice game. Oh, Jackson's going to throw it. And they are going to...
Ain't no come the fuck on, Madden.
Another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
Oh.
So it goes from a 3-score to a 4-score lead here in the closing moments of the fourth quarter. And
Like, why y'all make niggas push niggas in the fucking end zone? That's the dumbest fucking shit ever.
And they did it with not much time left. But they took what little time was on the clock and used it well, didn't they?
Hammering for the goal line. He
Fucking
loses
ass
the
bitch
football.
ass boy. Fuck you, pussy ass nigga.
Able to pounce on it inside the 5-yard line.
I know we could sit up here and dance around it a little bit, but going for 2 in this situation, somebody didn't like someone else. There's no doubt in my mind.
Well, what they couldn't see is you lean back in your chair and you went, I mean, yeah, that's not a good decision. They didn't get it, though.
Yeah, I don't think you can just say, well, my kicker's hurt in this spot. No, okay.
They'll run on first down. Pittman. And he'll bring this one inside the 35. And now we're going to get a timeout.
Bitch.
Somewhat pointlessly called with 3 seconds to go in a game that's already been decided. On second down, Pittman. And now we'll get a timeout here. They're able to stop it with 1 second to go in this game. Zappi, one final shot here. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And he will have a Patriots first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. And the outside of the fair finally coming to an end. And really no shortage of big plays for us to examine, partner, on offense or on defense for this team. They were so well-rounded in this one.
They certainly were. And how about the day those defenders had, though? How many takeaways did they have? I quit counting after a while. They were clearly the better team, and their defensive effort, it led the way.
So for the Ravens, it's a rare bright spot in what's been a tough season as they move to 2-7 now on the year. And they will hit the road next week.